Hello. Can you hunt down the squad? Try again. Achievement to get. Did you come back for me? Or just like immediately setting out, are we? Oh, okay. I feel like tasty as ever. I come here most days to stare at her. I usually leave when someone calls the alligator police or I slip and fall down in a rather overwrought fashion. Down. You go. Old woman. Babyface Constance. Hey, did you say something? I see you over there. I am my cards, young'un, but I ain't giving them to you. Last time I was giving my cards away was long before you were born, and now look at me. I'm old. You want Sharon get you aging irreparably. One day your skin is stuck close to your skeleton, but then you turn around and boom, your jowls are hanging down past your collarbones, which are now hollow inside. Is that what you want? Hollow collarbones with a nest of daddy long legs inside? Stop staring at my cards. It's only the business of me and the nurse that puts the ointment on my back bees 3 times a week. Stop staring at my cards. I'll try the family tree again later too. So, will I have all the little family member icons that we got in the previous playthrough? Or did only the ones I got in this playthrough? You're welcome. Oh, did Pat Daddy go steal his great aunt's cards? Because if he did, I ain't gonna give him his Christmas present this year. How the fuck you meant to remember, like, who each person is? He to go back and like talk to all of them again? Or is there like notes on them about who they were? Here's of course a bag of oranges and a strange tin of popcorn from 1987. Stop staring at my cards. I ain't telling a kid like you nothing. Although, you can blame me for the information. How long as you don't stare at my cards? What do you say, kiddo? Think you can beat the old maid? She's a whitey old gal. You're in for a pal. Hold her, maid. On your turn, click to take one of Constance's cards. Oh, okay, so it's old maid again. Okay. Oh, we still got the fucking sliding puzzle coming up. Oh, no. Beauty for age, my dear. You go first. Can you stop coming up, baby? You better take a card. You've been staring at my cards? My turn. My 9. Hey, today will be a lucky day. You play cards like an old lady. Nice. Older maid, sorry I am. I paired you made already. Back off, it's my turn now. A pair! Ha! But I haven't got all year, literally. Oh, okay, I got him. Gone, darn it. And I just want to pick. You best be shaking on your booty, seeing all these pairs. I'll get you next time. Got him. Starting on a dub. Oh, geez, Rick. Alright. Don't get too cocky there, kiddo. These eyes don't see as well as they used to when I bought them off that plague doctor in the mid to late 18th century. Just how old am I? None of your dang beeswax. I got my own beeswax to worry about, you know, from the back bees. Anyway, the event is tonight, and me and my sister Rue are both gonna be there. What more do you need to know? Now get the heck away from me and stop staring at my cards before I give you a knuckle sandwich. That's pig knuckle, which I bought from a great butcher at the back alley behind the sizzler. Real good, so I don't want to share. You talk to the conductor? Okay. I hear about joining the resistance? On the front door, but don't let the feds tell you. The password is the only thing worth fighting for. Just as absolute. Which also named my favorite Mark Sibling ska band. Yeah, I say favorite. Or more than one. Okay. Cool. Oh yeah, all things just all checked. Okay. So, I don't remember what we've done then. I don't know, man. All the topics look the same, huh? Social issues, indie comics, and K-pop. This is the K-pop cover. Does the cover also count as the thing, like as part of the balancing act? I'm assuming so, right? There's the indie comics one, right? So we'll go with that. What makes you think about staring out a window and being made to think? We get to balance the topics. I wouldn't want anyone to accuse me of political bias. Understanding bias. That's K-pop, okay. Gather for April. Now we need a political one, right? There's no political one to pick. There's no political one now. We either get a second K-pop one or we get fucking comics. Well, I'm gonna send this one to everyone I know, and some people I don't. Type random numbers into your phone. They have to go somewhere, right? That has to be a political one, right? This one kind of modo bums me out. The one design award last year's comic to place third in Cool Bangs. They're both the same, right? They're both K-pop related. Yeah. Tiny Day 1. Oh, we got that one already. Puberty sweats or something, right? Last inside page is a hard hitter. So if we've had a big K-pop page, we haven't had a lot of him, right? Maybe one of him and then one of the indie comics, maybe? Hard one. It's alright. No one's particularly damning, but I pride my zines on delivering the important stuff. Are they both indie comics? I assume they both have some sort of My Little Pony-esque one. They're not? What do you mean? They both look the same. In the back. What do we put in the back now? Two political ones and there's a drawn one. K-pop will be for that one. Was the mix right? It makes a really solid case, I feel. Well done, hand it over. Oh. Yes, this is perfect. Let's show it to the editor for approval. Dad. Oh. Yeah, sure. Whatever. World's data's mug. You can also scan and send to the printers. Nice. Oh, I don't want to do that again next day. Each page is balanced and checked and earn my respect. Copyright. Yoink. And the dad too. That's a pretty rad tagline. If I had a public access channel talk show, which is 100% in the card by the way if I keep the B plus sub second term, that would definitely be my sassy catchphrase. Anyways, the event is a gross allocation fund if you want my opinion. Did you know helium is a finite resource? Seriously, I'll Google it. Every balloon at that shindig is basically a big heck off to the folks that really need it. Like scientists and clowns that are counting their luck, but have the hopeful hearts. I'll see you there tonight, comrade. Bring your favorite safety pin covered Dean vest for righteous popping. Comrade. Papuri. Bug for sale, more than one even, unlike what the sign implies. Yeah, I sell bugs here. No, not for baiting, for eating. We're alligators and we eat bugs, which is something you know because you exist here, canonically. Anyway, get bug buying and go buying, kiddo. I ain't got all day. I got bugs, gotta sell bugs, feed my family with different bugs, which I buy with an alligator currency. Yep, all real. Most people call me Papuli, but my real name is Mortimer Giles Jr., the third and a half. On account of my grandfather being perfectly bisected by a wheat thresher during the Great Depression. Oh god. Miraculously he survived, but his life wasn't without its problems, such as how it was hard to see him when he turned directly to the side. Grandpa, where are you? We called, but there was no avail. He'd already slipped through a crack in the decorative linoleum. Last time we ever saw him, and also when those basement sounds started off. The Enigma of Amagara fault vibes. Look at me, Bramble, here to youth about cellar screams and the like. 30% off this bug only. It's been eaten a bit. Did you say Pat? That's my grandson's name. But also the name of the nurse that comes to massage the kinks out of my tail on Tuesdays. You mean Pat or Pat? I just speak up, I'm hard of hearing due to a condition where I stop listening mid-sentence and think about the war. Nam flashbacks him. Hey, event, I'm not quite sure what you're talking about. I have a selective memory disorder, you see, and that I forget about things I don't really want to go to. Fair. Perhaps you could jog this old man's memory if you help me out with a favor. You see, the only photo I have left of my dear late wife Martha has also been the— Why'd you say that name? It's also been the victim of a wheat thresher incident. I can't seem to put it back together again. Uh-oh. Oh, I'd give anything to see Martha's sweet smile again. Care to help this old softy gaze upon his lost love once more? Get the pieces glued for this old dude. Make my wife please. Price. That's it, that's my Martha. Oh, lovely dear Martha, I'll always remember the sound of her sweet voice and her... He fucked it again, did he? What the fuck, up? Oh dear, you've seen the other side now with my secret wife. You put this one back together too? It's not for me, then for creepy old quit grandpa everywhere. Looks like Jiro buddies time. I feel like this should be over a bit or something like that. The middle. Fuck. What needs to be here? That should be there, right? That's this is probably on the other side. Oh, there's the bottom half of that guy, okay. I think that sliding puzzle thing will only, like, you just solve it. Like, you're not very good at this. Lad, what gave you that inclination, him? That has to go up there, I think, because of the way the lines are going. It's a puzzle piece. Oh, of course. This one up here. Fuck. I hate sliding puzzles with passion in them. Hey Dragon, how's it going? I am, hey Shirley, you're right. Hey Spicy J. I apologize, I'm on a sliding puzzle right now and I'm like in deep concentration because I'm fucking it up royally. Right in. Ugh. I'm doing okay, King, yeah. Just having a chill time. I'm just really bad at stuff like this, like, so I'm just getting a little angry. Just this prick here needs to be bloody there as well. Hi, Farrell. First do top left. Right, we did that. And the horizontal line from left to right. Each time a piece is in its place, treat it as locked. Then do the left line from top to bottom. So this, then this, then this, and this. Okay. So basically, like, fuck the order here, just get this one in place, I guess. Okay. This is this one. Okay. Right. I need to get this. No. This one needs to go up here then. Problem is now I'm moving this one out. Okay, I'm going to move this one then to rotate this up, you know. I can't move this one out without moving this one. And then it's going to scramble this whole thing then. They can't move. Oh, there we go. Then do the left line top to bottom. Fuck off. I think he was there. Which was he? That one? Yeah. They're calling me shite. Try and envision what the bottom of this looks like. Probably like this, maybe? I think it's that one, but how do you get it over there? I see, creeping back on screen. What, move the before last piece of the row to the top right corner? Dun, 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 dun. What? That. No, is it? Wait. That one, right? We need that one over here. Okay. We're hearing this music in my fucking nightmares. I can't get it in there, that's the thing. I'll have to go there. I can't get this. I can't move this one. This one needs to go here, but I can't get it there because this is going to keep going round and round in a circle. Whoever finds these fun, I worry for you. Yeah, I'm trying to get it there, but I can't get it there. Then this just goes around in a circle, I guess. I can't move them out. Torture. Shoot the bottom rows. Fuck now. Ugh. Fuck! Move the before. I mean second. Second last piece. The column to the bottom left corner. It's there. And the last piece to the right of it. There. This is the blank one. Is this the blank one here? Does this guy have a lower body? Oh, it's that right. I cocked it again. I live. I was losing the wall him. Yes, Gertie, the years since I looked upon your sweet curly hair and your man-breaking arms. Thank you so much for your help, stranger. Thanks to you, I'm Marina with both my lost loves. I couldn't give a fuck, Papa Lee, she would really puzzle. Bars of past years ago, but Gertie is just in witness protection, you know, from all the man-breaking. What a firecracker, that gal. On cold days, I can still feel the phantom broken body pain she left me. Hey, event, what do you mean tonight's event? Well, I can tell you it's on past my bedtime. You young folk love staying up late. Me, I'm in my bed by 6 nightly after a modest dinner of soft bug puddings and 47 episodes of soft flutes on public broadcast. Anyway, kiddo, thanks again for helping me out. Or should I say, having 3 out. Eh. Don't tell my grandkids. And look, here's a little something for your trouble. Follow, please. Eh. Never gotta do it again, thank Christ, time. I think that's everyone here now then, right? Hi. Can't drag anywhere. I think that's what's done here, right? Off to the unsavory part of town. Lost conversation with Sleepy Man? Oh. Nope, did it now. Good old Clancy. Hello, someone knocking? You can come inside. Oh, hello there. I don't usually get visitors in the control room like this. It's actually quite nice to have some company besides the various rodents ardently trying to eat my feet and ankles. The trolley company told us conductors to start taking rat poison foot baths before coming into work in the morning. Wouldn't you know it, all that did was anger the rats and give me a trench flipper. You know why the trolley health plan doesn't cover trench flipper? Or gout, which is why I had to stop bringing my usual fried ham bones in for lunch. I miss that humorously oversized lunchbox, but not my humorously oversized joints. Call me Clancy, it's a pleasure to make your acquaintance. Unless you're in here to rob me, in which case, I'd ask you kindly not to take the $1 I have in my breast pocket. That's my afternoon old man licorice snack. If I don't have that, I'll turn back into a pumpkin. Let me just pull your leg. But I don't want to chance it. I'll not take it, don't worry. Pat, my grandson, a funny fellow that, always wearing his little hat and bandana. Makes him really recognizable though, you know, like for marketing and such. Funny fellow that, Pat. Now hold on, even though my memory remembers he's not supposed to be spilling the beans. My wife Rue told me quite clearly that I'd be in the doghouse if I did, and it's really uncomfortable out there, full of dogs. Spill the beans. Second, a young and like yous, helping with a little problem I'm having. If you could do me a favour. I was going through my trolley instruction manuals. I found a few flyers were torn up from the last time Marie put me in the doghouse. You know how dogs like to rip up things like manuals, homework, and stable marriages. I'd like to restore them, but pieces could be all over town now by gum. Since you're already snooping around for Patrick, could you keep an eye out for trolley manual pieces as well? Are they the puzzle pieces? No, oh, maybe not. Assemble the pieces before the train ceases. A streetcar maimed his flyer. They are, okay. Any other part of the sign? Well, that one just fell into place, I guess. There. God. Hey-oh. Hey, that looks really nice. There's still some work to be done, though. Click that arrow if you want to move on to the next flyer. You can always click back to see the previous one if the spirit moves you. Maybe you can do something with this as well. It doesn't go with any of my flyers. Oh, new area? Come back anytime you want. Are there more puzzle pieces to find, or is that us? Hey buddy, your old guide here. If you want to do one in the morning, a city so big there are bound to be parts of town that are a little seedy. I'm talking seedy tough guys who eat the seeds of things without spitting them out into a napkin politely. Just be careful. Don't go clicking around in back alleys or anything. You never know what you might find. Slasher. Hey, what are you looking at? Nice, Eric. You're trying to listen to our exceedingly private rooftop conversation? Beat it, creep. We're not even talking about anything interesting. Move on. Definitely nothing interesting, just extremely boring things. Yeah, in fact, we're not even talking. We're just sitting up here in silence. Our mouths are only moving to aerate our gums. Yeah, we just care a lot about oral hygiene, so buzz off. Alright. Aiden. Hey man, you got any change or novelty tie-dye apparel? Wow, Star Child, I can like feel your energy from over here. I'd say it's what's harshing my whole thing right now. The truth is I recycled some really gnarly bagels for lunch today out of the dumpster behind the furniture store. Man's got J.O. Crystal. My mellow's been thoroughly pre-harshed. However, there be bagels in the dumpster at a furniture store? Oh, throw pillows. Bummer. Listen, no Among Us. Among Us. As I'm woken up at noon in a van under a blanket felt equally from stranger lint and candy wrappers. No wonder I got into the wrong dumpster. If anything, it's fate. I'm Aiden. It's totally chill to meet you.com.org. I thought I knew someone would seek me out today. I'm like a bit of a clairvoyant according to some sub-forums I visit online. Plus I own a somewhat unsettling amount of powerful crystals. Their potent energies course through me to my inner core. Which is great since I spent the last of my dosh in some suspiciously expensive crystals. My inner core is super starving, man. You definitely buy Shungite thing. Puzzle in the gutter? Okay. You say, Pat, he's a pretty good guy. I can't dress like a preschooler though if I'm being realsies. My little sister Lizzie is dating his cousin, so I guess you could say we're kind of like family. You can say anything to strangers, really. No one can stop you. Event. Tonight? Oh, dude, I'm sorry. I really can't tell you much. I've been sworn to secrecy. What do I get you some of the devil's lettuce? I'd actually, like, probably tell you a few things if you do me a solid first. You see those suspiciously expensive crystals I mentioned earlier? The little mamas are also suspiciously powerful. For just 3 nights of holding them, even when I had to get up to do pee, I felt mystically charged enough to access my innermost self. In my tireless questing through the crystal concentration arts, don't have time to shower or dust my pewter miniatures. Besides, bathing is a way for the man to keep us down. You should be sliding across the floor in an oil slick if you're a creation, like nature intended. Ugh. My aromatic scent keeps away a lot of unwanted company, like solicitors and my father. But it invited others. Talking about flies. The little buzzing buzzkills keep harshing my mellow, making it impossible for me to concentrate on my inner light to do the inner right. You know what I mean? You could just swat them away from me while I'm getting to my meditation on. I'd be happy to do you a solid in return. So even my spotter swatter. Let's go. Slap a fly from an icky guy. Meditation infestation. Click on flies and hornets to attack them with fly swatter. Hornets take extra hits. Careful, don't swat butterflies or Aiden. Okay. Alright, see that? I do have friends. Oh shit. They're here. I can hear the slap sound. It's happening. The sub forums were right. I have to keep going. That crystal is charged. Fucking hornet, take away. Someone's getting their cheeks clapped time. Start to feel the cosmos and pick up Wi-Fi. Keep going, I'm almost there. Fucking butterflies keep getting in the way. Christ, there's so many of them. Fucking everywhere, huh? A monument to Zone Huber's Aiden sits before you, still as a statue. Because he's one of those now, apparently. Oh, rip Aiden. You're reflecting how crystals are nothing to be trifled with, as well as how they're really cool. If you inspect Aiden's soapstone exterior, you notice the still lingering smell of buddy couch cushions and patchouli. Perhaps he's still in there, after all. Bloody 5Gs, huh? There's just so many things. I was fucking hitting. They're all around him, they're all around the butterflies. I was down with you, down with it. Oh, Pat. Busy. Bit busy, but sorry, Pat. Raoul. Raoul. Hey, you got a light? No, not for my cigarette, I mean in general. Kinda dark out here and I've got a spooky ghost allergy. You ain't seen any, right? If you want to get in the bar, bub, you're gonna have to cough up an ID. Or anything, really. Coughing up stuff is generally an adult thing. Getting older ain't glamorous. Very adult bar. In the gutter, you say? Prince Valentino. I say you there, vagrant. Princess Valentino. Brother, I don't think they're a vagrant. They got that suit on. Perhaps a hobo king? You may be right, sister. You there, hobo king. Come here a moment. Honestly, brother, what are we even doing in this filthy part of town? Even breathing the air outside this seedy watering hole is making my scales lose their highly regarded luster. I agree, sister, but you know as well as I that I've had to find an unbiased bonehead for our beneficiary. Now the estate was out. Besides, you know how weary I grow of literally everyone we know in the whole world. Shall we talk to this stranger with the briefcase then? Yes, yes, as long as it's not someone that gives me the dreadful horror of being known. Thank you, boys. Brother, this nobody doesn't seem to be aware of who we are. Indeed, sister. Perhaps with that pinstripe style, they've spent the last 30 or so years locked in a storage closet, with their fingers in their ears, and their other fingers in their eyes, and fingers yet still in their nose. Obviously, since I released that perfume this year. Obviously. I'm Princess Valentino, heir to the Valentino fortune. This is my brother, Prince Valentino. He's also the heir, since we're twins. I'm the evil twin. They couldn't test for that gene, and you know it, Prince. Pat, why, he's our second cousin. That's like a cousin, but thankfully a little more removed from your gene pool. The amount of DNA shared between us is blessedly on the shallow side, much like your personality, sister. Oh, Prince, you're such a cut-up. Did not think I said cut there for a second. Much like how I cut up your invitation to the Met Gala this year and fed it to the cat. What, but the theme this year was the Monopoly mascot. Well, get the top hat going. And you know, Mittens the Third is on a strict diet for her failing kidneys. There's Skids as siblings. The little quiet child. Well, now you're going to be more specific. I attend a lot of events, you know. Balls, galas, exhibitions, Prince's Unfortunate Performance Art shows. If you are speaking of last week when I walked the runway for Gil's Fashion Fishery Rubber Pants for Moist Alligators, I'll have you know I got a write-up in a magazine spread for highlights for children. Anyway, if you're talking about tonight, we have no qualms spilling the whole secret to you. That is, if only you do us the smallest of favors. What is it? You see, our beloved daddy passed away just recently from poison-related complications. Oh, that's just the Black Widow. You know, the natural way. We're splitting up our shared inheritance, but we could really use a mediator. And someone to protect my beautiful face from dear sister's punches. It's true, I punched super duper hard. If only we had some help dividing up daddy's precious possessions. I'm sure we could tell you the information you seek. So will you help us, or do you have Hobo King duties to attend to? Split the perks between these jerks. Divine twin inheritance. Use a checklist to assign an item to each of the Valentino twins. You can't leave until both twins are happy, so pay attention to the indicator bar. Let's get on with this. Daddy's not getting any more alive. I'm already bored. Divine twin intervention. I am him. What's the game? Oh, here we go. Oh, cozy is the kind of thing I like. Warm made through the suffering of another. Father's secret society had. I wondered if it had been lost after the SWAT raids. Really bring back memories. Remember when we walled up tipsy cousin Cleo in the wine cellar after luring her the promise of even finer vintage? Oh, how we laughed. Didn't like the wine? Well, it's a conversation piece, I suppose. Yeah, but you can't like take them back, that's the only thing. They always like show off our wealth. Money sacks, diamond throwing parties, PJ made of 2 parts, endangered tiger, 1 part Great Barrier Reef. Daddy knew how to live. Oh, you clicked the... Sorry, I was trying to click them away, but you can click them to the other side, right? A fine vintage from the year that I was born. Daddy was saving it for when I became an admirable member of society. Good thing he died and I can just take it. Just to give him the money, I think. Ah, Father's beloved cartoonish sack of money. It reminds me so much of him. Cold hard and beneath my flippers. Armor? Oh. So he's smashing the great-grandmother's claymore, literally. The vinyl for her. They're mostly compilations of Halloween sound effects and screams, so yes, please give us to me. Anything. This will look great, placed delicately behind me for my upcoming photo on the cover of Vanity Fair, fashion magazine for mean lady alligators. Oh, have fun, Amy. I'm looking forward to seeing the pictures and stuff. Have a good time. The first one we put Daddy in melted, but luckily this one is from the funeral home's new poison-proof collection. Happy. If I want to see something mysterious and confusing, I just look at Prince's new headshots. Mother is raising these types of things as well. You might say ironic mysticism runs in the family, like bloodlust or beautiful knees. The parrot. Bernard, I spent hours training in the $50 bills in front of our governess, she cried. Sweet childhood memories. Sports car? Well, my several phones could use a car, also little tiny one. And then the blade. Remember how Mumsy and Daddy would let us swing this around the front yard whenever we get solicitors? Those are happy times. Nice, okay. Got them. Stinkers acquired. That's all Daddy's things, and I feel quite pleased with my haul. Me as well. Why? Such a good mood, almost feeling feelings again. Seriously, brother. How pedestrian. I know, please don't tell any of the servants. They'll start asking me for silver dollars or whatever they eat these days. I guess we should thank you, Pinstripes, and tell you what you want to know about the event. But we won't. Your rewards are smiling snoots. Now get out of our car before we ring the police. Dickheads. It took you forever? Yeah, that's just fine. I think we can go back and... There's like an option to like go into the alley or something. Let's go. Shirley Chisholm was born in Brooklyn, New York, and grew up in Barbados. When she graduated from college, Shirley became an educator running multiple daycare centers, and then consultant to New York City's Bureau of Child Welfare. Her interest in early education became the basis for her political career, and she would continue to support legislation to help her kids as a New York Assembly representative, representative of the U.S. House of Representatives, and the first woman to run for Democratic Party's presidential nomination. As a member of the New York State Assembly, Shirley argued against the English language requirement for the New York literacy test. She advocated for domestic workers and supported legislation to get them unemployment benefits. Later, as a U.S. representative for her Brooklyn district, she would gather support for giving domestic workers the right to minimum wage. She also opposed the Vietnam War, the military draft, and expansions of military spending. Shirley was a founding member of the Congressional Black Caucus, which was formed to increase the influence of black members of Congress, but also to advocate for the equal treatment of minorities in government. In 1972, she ran an unsuccessful but historical presidential campaign. Despite the fact that she had to sue to be included, Shirley was the first woman ever in a televised Democratic debate. Shirley's campaign slogan and the title of her autobiography was Unbought and Unboss. That's so awesome! After retirement from politics, Shirley had returned to education, but used her national recognition to speak about gender and racial discrimination in colleges around the country. Shirley Chisholm passed away in 2005, but has been honored after her death in multiple ways. In 2015, President Barack Obama awarded her the Presidential Medal of Freedom. In 2019, the Shirley Chisholm State Park opened in Brooklyn. In 2020, Brooklyn will honor Shirley as the inaugural part of the She Built NYC initiative with a 40-foot monument in Prospect Park. Big up, Shirley. Oh, someone new. Have a seat. We're just about to get started. Jesus. Gail. Welcome. Please sign our guest book. Cal. Hey, you know below the movie franchise Space Flight Episode 7 Return of the Guy, see? Yes, I do know that actually. Remember when Bannigan Cloud Pincher was revealed to be the guy? I just feel people really misunderstand his character. Yeah, I do know that. He did some space murder, so he punched the baby so hard it turned into a diamond. People would only seek out the extended content. They'd see there's so much more to him. A real spaceflight fan reads the 45 companion novels, plays the ARG, and collecting off box top to send away for the compendium. You know how much real cereal I ate for that? I'm banned from the bodega now. Well, almost because I keep paying for apples and not pennies. Space flights. That's me every day, huh? Sal. Who is also affirming I'm approaching max validation. Makes me want to struck right out of here and start a revolution. The Sal revolution begins today. Yes, 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 I agree. Ah, thank you, Sal. Good to see you back again. Oh my goodness. I can't believe Kitty knows my name. The Sal revolution's going great. Nice. Teddy. I attended advocacy talks all up on the East Coast, but this one by far has been the best lemon, square, and brownie selection. Do I have time to get another Rice Krispie treat before we continue? Climate change is real. True. Minna. Excuse me, I'm clearly trying to take notes on the material, so shoo. Fuck you. Cassandra, with every beat of my heart I long for you. Douglas withered his flippers padding across the ballroom to meet her. His lavender orb sparkled with unspoken love for her totally slamming bod and personality. Very good. Hey! Stop looking over my shoulder! It's healthy to express yourself creatively. Ayush. Mind the wrong room. It's definitely not a support group for people who have grown too emotionally attached to vloggers. Parasocial Andy, no! I should leave before anyone notices. Actually, it's pretty interesting. I bet they have better coffee than the support group too. I'm good enough. That's smart enough. And gosh darn it, I'm worth vlogging about. Jamie. Hey, Emily. Yep. You want to go get sushi burritos after this? I know we're trying to save money, but I hear the siren song of the sushi calling me. You have me at hey. The fusion of two star-crossed foods, so different from each other, yet so delicious as one. I wonder what other tasty combos of cuisine we're missing. Like chips in the night. Pasta sickles. Quiche. Well, a burger, but it's tacos. 2 tacos. Okay, that one I'm vaguely interested in. Emily. Hey, Jimmy. They're just saying hello to each other yet? Yeah, okay. Sign here for our mailing list. Exhaust these people. Continue to right there. Great. I really need a co-signer for my small business loan. Default and Gale, that's what they call me down at the credit union. Gale the snail, more like. Find the guest book, or don't. Go your own way, baby. Help yourself to some coffee or some of Minna's famous spring rolls. Oh, go on. Don't worry about where you sit. I plan on yelling indiscriminately, so all seating is within range. Did I put out enough folding chairs? Don't want to repeat a space flight trivia night's chaos. I can see that, though. I think we're good. There's something on that sign, maybe? Nope. Rip. He. The squad. I think we got. If there's anything on the bar saying we already have it. Nothing working there. Oh, let's go. Imagine what the fuck are you doing here? No, not fucking Linda. Waiting for a blind date. So if you see anyone that looks like XX Gandalf the Bay XX, let me know. No, I want to talk to Majima. Leave me alone, I just want a knuckle sandwich. Cheers, you want it? It was the bar special of the day, but I ain't got the heart to eat it now because of nervous guts. Anyways, what do you... This fucking Daft Punk. I don't really have time to talk right now. I'm waiting for somebody. Maybe they're a no-show. I see the date, right? Majima and Daft Punk. What a combo. Keep going with the knife on account of my design containing sharp edges. And I poked my eye out in a freak jack-o'-lantern carving accident back in 4th grade. And because I'll cut ya. I do extra circulars. I catch you in the hall without a pass. I'm a guidance counselor from Miss Petty Snoot School for snobby and gifted middle schoolers. Nickname was just there to scare the preteen, to be honest. Yeah, I know, Pat. Who's asking? Oh, you are right. Right. Sorry, I'm a little socially anxious right now. Basically all the time. I've known Pat since high school when the senior got paired up with a freshman buddy to run the three-legged race. As the gym teacher tried to rope around her legs, Pat flipped out and thought that he was being kidnapped. Started to run like a maniac down the football field with my gym pants all attached to him. So I got my other nickname, Birthmark Butt. Since then, we've been good pals despite it. Love that weird little guy. Wholesome. Look, you keep pestering me. Didn't I tell you I was waiting for someone? Is he waiting for his date or is he waiting for Alligator Kiryu? Gotta be honest with you, I ain't really waiting for nobody. Once you're at the bar to practice being casual and meeting other folks. You know, in a romantic-like manner. But I always seem to say the wrong thing and scare other getters off. How was I supposed to know complimenting someone's bulging neck veins was weird? You look real cool. Oh, but anyway, between work and my somewhat bad personality, I don't get out much. It's so hard to just meet people in a non-weird way, you know? Wish I could just practice or something. Hey, wait a minute. That ain't a bad idea. If I could just find a buddy to practice dates on, I could be way more ready when the real deal comes along. I know you're only talking to me because Pat set you up on one of his weird wild and goose chases, like, but I ain't got a lot of friends to tell you the truth. So, maybe if you help me practice, I can help you out too. What do you say? You want to go on a fake date with a rusty edge like me? Make him blushy by getting him mushy. Mack that knife. Take a lonely lizard out on a practice date. Click to decide where to go, what to do, how you end the evening. Great. How do you feel about a change of setting? Let's head over to my workplace so you can help me out there. It's gonna be a fucking construction site, is it? Oh no. Welcome to the hallowed halls of the Alligator International School for Gifted Youths. The kids are on break right now, so it's only us lonely administrators. Me, I'm the lonely one. I need a big favor from you. You see, I have a meet cute tomorrow, and I don't know what to do or say or feel. My friend Karen, who works in the front office, set me up with a friend of hers. I'm not usually the blind date type. She says he's really dreamy. Tall, which I like, and big, which I also like. Broad shoulders, she says he's a cool, quiet type. He has sense of humor and a big heart. If I no, it's Majima, Feral. It's Majima. You can't tell it's easy now because his jacket's a different color. But when he was like normally, he's just Majima. Between you and me, she said he's a real. Dragon of the Dojima, let's go! Where's Alligator Kiryu? Bring him to me. Oh no, she told him about me. All this negative thinking is messing with my mojo. Seems like a strong, silent type, and you're cute enough that it intimidates me just a little. Please, you gotta help me practice my big date. I need a boost of confidence, I need it now. Yay! I mean, cool, thanks. Karen arranged all of my date. We're going on an adventure first, out to dinner. Then afterwards... Is this just someone living out their Yakuza fanfic? Who knows? Natural laughter. He's going on a date with Kiryu, yeah. So, what kind of adventure would you take me on? Impress me. You say you only get this to be very particular? There's no option for batting cage, so it's automatically wrong. What's the option, Noodle? Like, is there any way of knowing? Is it really just like a guess? A real dragon in the Dojima, huh? Very good, very good. As soon as I entered that bar, I was like, Majima, I see him. Where do you see him when we're like outside of this, when we're like in normal visuals? You'll see as soon as I walked in the bar, I was like, hey. Botanical garden, okay. Okay, let's go. Well, come on. We can't pretend we're going somewhere if we don't go somewhere. The whole school is empty, don't worry. OMG, you picked my favorite place in the whole city. The fucking the Japanese writing and all. You have good taste. I actually love all trees around this school. It's a nice piece of greenery in the big city, right? Sorry I'm breaking character. Here we are at the imaginary botanical garden. Look at these beautiful peonies. I hope the roses are in season. Their bloom qualities to die for. Even the rock garden looks amazing. What? You think I look amazing too? That's so sweet of you to say. I'm glad we're doing this. It's been a while since I've been on a real date, like with an itinerary. Everyone I date these days just wants to watch a TV show on an old couch. Don't get me wrong, I'm not above staying in and getting cozy. But I think a first date should be really special, you know? What's this? You brought me a present, but I didn't bring you anything. Well, that is a change of pace. Old-fashioned, but in a nice way. Gimme, gimme! A new knife. Flowers. Oh, they're lovely. Thank you. Karen didn't warn me I was going out with such a charmer. I'm getting a little hungry. Do you mind if we head to dinner? A reservation? Wow, you came prepared. I'm dressed to impress, I see. That shirt really brings out your eyes. Not too much. I'm trying to role play, but it feels a little silly. You're doing great though. So, where do you want to eat? I heard you were quite the foodie. Very cool. Hey, this place is really swanky. I'm impressed. I spend all day giving advice to middle schoolers. I love my students. They can be real cruel sometimes. The other day, one of them told me outright that I wasn't going to get married because my jacket was ugly. Don't insult Majima's jacket. It's like, hey kid, you do the best you can when you have to buy clothes on an educator's salary. Look at me, I finally get out of school and I can't stop talking about the munchkins. Yeah, so we can totally change the topic to me. So happy you noticed. It's been so long since I've been on a date that Karen took me out to get them polished. I'm not into being pampered usually, but now I'm glad I did it. And I could definitely get used to all the attention, especially from you. Oh. You know, your scales have beautiful shine too. You'll spend hours maintaining them. Yeah, you do look like you spend some time at the gym. Stop me if I'm being too forward, but I feel like I can really be myself around you. It's been a while since I've done this. I mean, not a long while. It's just hard for me to meet other alligators. I don't do this very often. Stop laughing. This is precisely why I wanted to practice. What I'm trying to say is, I'm having a really good time with you. If you don't have any plans after dinner, want to come to the spring festival with me? You lived in Alligator, New York City for how long and you've never been to the East River Spring Festival? You have to come with me. There's food, carnival games, and the whole thing ends with a big fireworks show. But I say there's definitely fireworks at the end. What do you say we split the check and head over? Flag down the waiter then. Let's get out of here. Sorry I'm being such a kid. Even when we lived in Alligator, Jersey, my family would drive into the city for the big festival. Thanks for indulging me. As a reward, you get to pick the first thing we do. No, I've been coming here since I was little. It's your first time. What looks like fun to you? Huh. Carnival game guy. Oh, I love carnival games. Karen told me you were pretty competitive. Not like in a bad way. I'll tell you what. If you give me that big platypus doll, I'll definitely be impressed. Our reward. Win the game first, buddy, and then we'll talk. God. Oh. Haha, what a night. That guy in the bear costume and all the pretty lights. You know, for first timer, you really seem to be warming up to the festival. I'm relieved you had fun. You never know with this kind of thing. I really wanted you to have a good time. To be honest, I wasn't sure I was even going to come out tonight. A lot of people are scared of me, would you believe? Me! Not like I'm some kind of scary gangster roaming the streets at night, showing up wherever, repeatedly challenging the same person to end the street brawls. No, surely not. While slowly building my reputation as a mad dog who will fight anyone and anything, relentlessly punishing all who stand in the way of my personal goals. Nope, surely not. Hey, it looks like the fireworks are starting. Come with me, I know the perfect place to watch. But I tell you, the view from here is incredible, right? Starting the Yakuza series was like the best decision we made on stream. Right. Have fun tonight. Hope you did too. For Karen's sake, I mean. She takes Max mission really seriously. She's been hounding me for months to finally meet you. Or am I talking about Karen right now? Come on, just say the right thing. I guess what I'm really trying to say here is tonight was so special, and I really want to keep this going. Sotenbori Memorial. I think Sotenbori is like where you go in Yakuza 2, isn't it? You don't mind being a little old-fashioned? Will you go out with me? Alright, now you'll see him, Farrell. You'll see what he looks like. There he is. Was actually kind of freaking magical if I'm being totally real with you. Hey, well, I feel like I actually learned a lot. But kind of funny now, kind of flappy in my guts. It must be that knuckle sandwich coming back to haunt me. Yeah, that's a ticket. That's I don't really know a lot about the event, but I know that I'll be there at least. I'm kind of being invited by Pat's mom. Maybe we can hang out at the event, I mean. Not like outside of it, like it's a thing. Natural laughter. Bye, Majima. Hey, Charlie. I think click your stream. What is happening? We're talking to Alligator Majima from the Yakuza series. They're tall, handsome, and a very successful lawyer, just like me. Keep me posted, wingman. You're worth it, Linda. Bobby Blue Eyes? Oh, you sure a chump. Put those peepers away before I yank them clear out your skull. What, you think you're a tough guy or something? You think you can roll in here in a pinstripe suit not similar to my own and share a passing glance with me? You got nothing coming to you, pally, and it ain't nothing good. Around these parts, I'm the toughest guy you're gonna meet. So don't think you can sail into my bar and lock eyes catches me across the room. You'll be sorry when I pull those babies out and make them into twin nookies. I'll let you guess what the red sauce is, but you ain't gonna like it. The name's Bobby Blue Eyes, and don't you forget, because it's gonna be etched on your tombstone. And your tombstone will be your name. My name will be... Hey! Just because I got confused about our society's rituals surrounding immortality doesn't mean you can lock away. We're having a conversation here. We're having a conversation here. Pat, that little jipperoni is my first cousin once removed. Kinda like I'm about to remove your eyes, I mentioned previously in the conversation. You think the red sauce thing was too far? Maybe it was a bit too far. I'm testing out some new tough guy material tonight, so it's a bit hit or miss. Bobby ain't spilling family secrets. But what if? Unless you prove you're tough to me, the toughest guy in Alligator, New York City. Ain't gonna be easy though, and I'll make sure of that. So, let's you may play a little game called 3-Finger Fillet. Or you two chicken. Mirror this cookie without getting a boo-boo. Knife to meet you. Carefully watch how Bobby stabs the table. Copy his pattern on your side. Be careful to avoid your fingies. You ready for this, tough guy? Oh! Oh! Intense. Wow, you did that 4 times? That's impressive. How many more times do you think you can pull that off? Round 2. Whoa! When does switch happen? Okay. Wow, 5 times, not bad. Let's up the ante a bit, shall we? Oh fuck, what are we using now? He's still using a spoon. Christ. Whoa, 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 what? What is that? That knife is terrific, yes, perfect for a tough guy. Let's keep going. Shing. And far right. Outside. Memory instantly going to shit. Alright. Hey, not bad, kid. Got away 6. I bet you think you're a real tough guy with those increasingly ludicrous knives you already had on your personage. Check this out. Oh, fucking hell. No, not more. Oh, my fingy! Could you put a bandit on it, please? Oh, ow, 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 ow. Gotta blow on it. That's it, I don't want to play tough guys with you no more. You ruined it by going too far, now look what happened. I may never play bass guitar again. Yeah. Got him. You're a real tough customer, I'll give you that. The event is a happy thing, so leave those preposterous knives at home. Now go leave me with my bandit and my misery. Ouch, ouchie. Imagine myself vibing in the back. As soon as I saw him now. Here's fucking Sis from Gravity Falls. Terry. I don't see you right here before. I think I remember a face like that. So distinct and clearly visible. Yep. What's a tall drink of water like you doing in a place like this? Everyone else here is more a middling half glass of yogurt, top run off, you know what I mean? Let me know if I can get you anything, like a drink or a semi-awkward shoulder massage. What can I get you? Oh, hey, dude. Tall Jared. Oh, hey. Didn't see it down there. You about 2 centimeters to the right? That placement on my eyes is particularly wacky. I'm waiting for a call, but my phone has been pretty dicked up lately. Oh, DDR in the background, too. One for ever come in. Maybe I should ask the bartender to use the phone here. That's not gonna work, since I stored the number I need here. I'm a broken phone. How'd everyone even get by before modern cell phone technology? How do they send each other messages or watch videos about people drinking a gallon of milk and then throwing up? I guess I'll just have to write 2 letters now and film myself barfing on VHS. Just like the Pilgrims would have. Dang dancing gators. DDG, him. Folks call me Tall Jared. I don't really get it though. Honestly, I'm not even the tallest Jared that I personally know. Yeah, let that info sink in for a while. I can see your imagination running wild in your extremely visible eyes. Pat the Alligator, that's my little cousin. All my cousins are little to me, even the older ones. Pat, however, is particularly small. Maybe that's why he's so skittish. A guy that tiny could slip into a crack any time or get lost in a medium-sized mouse hole. Like a borrower or something. Oh, you're going to that too? I'll tell you more about it, but that truth is I jotted down all the deets in my phone here. But the dang thing has been on the fritz for over a week now. We're going to try and fix the phone or we're going to do DDR? Or, sorry, DDG. Every time I got back from that ghastly mansion to the rich and dead tour on my vacation, it's really ghastly the distribution of wealth among the populace. True. And the dedulous. I don't know what I'm going to do. My phone is my life. Literally. I don't have a rich inner existence or anything. Mostly all saved on here in the form of a dream journal and pictures of good breakfast I've had. I don't know how much of a tech person you are, but do you think you could take a look? Oh, hacker man's time. His phone's on their fritz, it's super the pits. Ghost in the cell. There's something fishy about tall Jared flip phone. Investigate his apps and files to find the source of the mysterious malfunctions. I went on first a couple of weeks ago when I was on vacation. Can you fix whatever's wrong? My phone is my lifeline to everyone else. Sometimes tall Jared is too tall to hear their voices down there. You're going to look through my photos? Uh-oh. Should I? Okay, no, I'm sure there's nothing too embarrassing in there. The vacation pics. I hope you're ready to relive some memories of me. Hey, my phone started acting up after we went to this weird house. This is from my trip to Alligator, Los Angeles. It's neat being so close to the mountains. Are we meant to like delete the photos or something? Oh, what was that? Did you do that with my phone? That's my little sib, Joni. I got them on candid camera. Croissant. Good luck at that, handsome fella. I give myself compliments every day. It's like a workout for your self-esteem. Although, please don't mess with this folder. I have all the pictures that I really hate to lose. Jotaro! Deal! Yeah! That fucking Cowboy Bebop. He's just so cool. What is this one? I feel like I've seen this before too. I feel like I saw this on Trash Taste recently. Alligator Goku. Is that Yuri on Ice or is that free? Or is that like height? Oh no, that's Haikyuu. That's there's fucking Hinata from Haikyuu. That now looks like the camaraderie is important to me. Or in High School Host Club. It's just the anime folder. What the fuck is? I like Dragon Ball Z. Yeah, okay. So romantic. What is this one? Something gayism. Anime. I wish I knew what it was, then we would get all of them. Used to watch this really late at night. It was my favorite show for a while. The end theme from season 4 was my favorite. What's the part 4 ending? Can't remember it. Screenshots. This could be a mistake. Oh, it's a YouTube video. Oh, fuck. Somewhere beyond the sea. The comments just thank you, tall Jared, at the top of the comments on YouTube. It's just that one. QR code isn't changing, right? The fucking anime pictures. I've seen every series. This is to show ZBG Hee Kai. That's all the movies. I try to get into real life figure skating. Real life figure skating. Is it Yuri on Ice? Yeah, it's Yuri on Ice. Or traumatic. Say something stresses me out about this image. Did haiku? God. You saw that right? Oh, definitely strange. If Bill's cipher hasn't invaded this man's phone, I'm gonna be very disappointed. Oh, how just warning you, some of my noties are pretty personal. Game ideas. I'm not working on a video game, I'm just stuck to some of these would be cool ideas. If you want to do a thing different, go back to main. What do you mean go back to main? A spooky game about 3 kids in a bad summer camp. A cute game about a sweet night to get to escort 4 hot princes down a mountain. A silly mystery game about alligators in the city. Too much work. The main menu of the game? What do you mean? A dramatic game about mecha pilots fighting over the fate of humanity and kissing. Of the phone, okay. Crisp, ricey, large ham, muffins, blueberry, cranberry, bug, acai, paper towels, cleaning spray, dirtying spray. Good breakfast. Sandwich bread. Peanut butter, small ham. Dream journal. I don't remember dreaming about being hungry. Did I write that? Probably delete this one, right? I was in the woods and I was running on all fours and there was a monster chasing me. I'm at school and everyone was making fun of me because I forgot all math. I am hungry. I'm looking at myself in the mirror and except my father is like back at me. He turns into sand and I'm holding 2 hams. I have fish hands and it's the best dream ever. So you told me my phone was acting up. Back to the main menu of the phone. Okay. Right, we're on the phone. We mean do a thing different while we're talking here. Because I want to explore everything, you know, on the phone. The screen isn't helpful at all. What do you think ghost mode is? Ghost mode? I don't know the password. The password, you got it. The truth is, I don't remember any passwords ever. What'll that do? Ghost. A ghost. We can go, Jared. Huh. Oh. I should look at more of the phone. Fuck. Oh god. If we go on vacation, I'll be something safe like go-karting or a nude beach. No more creepy old mansions with dark legacies contaminated by the vengeful souls that reside within. I swear, I want to watch the videos and stuff. Fuck. God damn it. Yes! Okay, here we go. Feel like that just moved 2 bubbles on my life abacus to the left after all that. That was super terrifying. It's alright, sis. Can I have my phone back? No, no, no. Damn. Hey, looks like you fixed it. Yeah, it's nice to have a functioning phone again. It's like I'm reconnected to society. It's like that actually, looking people in the eye and talking to them directly. Thanks, random stranger. Or should I say, random friend. So, the call I'm waiting on is actually the caterer for the event. It's a lot of work since his family is practically made of food allergies and intolerances. But I'll manage. Thanks so much for all your help. I'll see you tonight. By the way, can you have wheat? Just sis in it. Is that everything in here? Can't get over the fucking Majima. I think that's everything, right? Which means we want to go to that new area that popped up on the map, maybe? Oh. Absolutely lost it of Majima. 9th Street. Hello again, stranger. Do we have enough for another puzzle, I wonder? So we completed, right? Yeah. Where are them corners at, mate? Oh, there's one. There's definitely a few missing here as well. Yeah, got a few gaps there. Goodbye, sir. Oh. To my new friend. Sometimes it's really hard for me to get my thoughts on out through my snoot rather than on paper, as I'm sure you already noticed. Really appreciate you taking the time to read this and the text I sent you too. Oh, that's right, this was the... He said it maybe at 9th Street, didn't he? He said you had to get friendly with a conductor to get here. I know it must have seemed out of the blue to get them. Truthfully, I was just so lonely when I saw your number on a scrap of newspaper behind the cans here that I dialed. But all the information had been torn away. I don't know who you are, but I guess that's fair since you don't know who I am either. The thing is, I've not tried to talk to anyone else for such a long time, not since Sarah passed away recently, really. She's all I had in the world and all I needed to. It's funny how sometimes you have everything, and then in an instant things change, and everything is different. Everything is sure different now without Sarah. Spent a lot of time not moving forward actually, but talking to you today, telling you things about the city, it really made me feel like I could try to. Like if I went out in the sun, it would still be there, even if Sarah won't be. The kites would still fly with colourful tails, Alligator Chinatown would still smell like baking chestnuts, and even the river would still be flowing even ever forward, just like time, and just like me. Thank you for not pushing a stranger like me away when I reached out. It meant more to me than you may ever know. Wishing you the best, your friendly city guide, Danny. Wholesome. Slim Cognito from Ratchet & Clank there. Ruben. 9th Street Station hasn't been open to the public in a few years now. Not since the flooding underneath Earth. The ruins of an ancient pizza rat society. They were already in the Iron Age and everything. I'm the only guy on the job fixing up this place, or else it would probably have reopened sooner. That's Mayor Wibblyfin for you, probably putting all your tax money into more hip-themed ice cream shops instead of Ruben over here. Poor mans. I don't mind being the only one working here. I can't say it gets lonely. What with the hum of the soda machine and the sound of the rat forge, carpet pizza and all that. Ruben could use a candy bar. I'm sorry, Ruben, I can't get you anything. Gary the Nose. Hey buddy, want to see something interesting? You look like an alligator of good taste. I can tell just by the very visible expression you're giving. A gator of high caliber, of luxury few can afford. I may have just what you're looking for, my friend. You see this coat here? Nice, right? Got it at the Creeps Warehouse semi-annual sale. Has some interesting wares inside of it, as well as my bus pass. Which is less interesting, but has a fun puffy sticker of a hot dog on it. But yes, my wares. Things you've never seen, things you may never see again. Things you wish you could see again, but can't because I'm busy doing laundry or watching TV shows about superheroes. My man. You may be wondering, is he wearing clothes under there? The answer to that is, sort of. That's besides the point. Let's just call me Gary for now, yeah? Good old Gary, trustworthy Gary. Gary I never hurt a fly. I mean, like, for sport. I always eat any fly I hurt. You know, circle of life for bug-eating alligators and all that. Pat the alligator? Yeah, I know him. We ain't family or nothing. We took a pottery class together at the YACA. Nice guy, can't touch you though. We keep in touch on ICQ. Of course Gary knows about the event. Gary knows about everything going on in Alligator, New York City. Events, meets and greets, get-togethers, Jack and Jill baby showers. Gary knows about all that stuff. But Gary ain't no squealer. If you want info, you're gonna have to do a little something for me. Kill someone. So, would you look at my paintings? I'm trying to get into art college. It's always been my dream to draw pictures for a living and reside under the poverty line crying a lot. Oof. I'm practicing on my own, copying the other old Gator masters, but I just can't seem to get it quite right. If I show you the real painting and my forgery, could you point out what I got wrong? It'd really help to get some honest critique I could sob softly about later on my loft bed. So, will you look through my portfolio? Oh no. A novice is seeking constructive critiquing. Artists, Ali. Spot the difference between the original painting and Gary's forgery. Click on each difference you can find. Click on Gary to switch between paintings. I'm going to show you a beautiful painting. When you've seen enough, click me to see the other painting that's also very good. Switch back and forth as many times as you like. When you spot a difference, click on it. But if you get 3 wrong, my feelings are really going to be hurt. Ready? Let's go! Yep. Oh, more than 3, okay. The drowning child, I think. Her eyes. Not be harsh. I enjoy these things though. Just looking at each like aspects, I guess. One difference left, I guess, by the paintbrush up top. Thought it might be this guy here, but I don't think so. Think you see it? You'll see how long it takes me to get it then. Hmm. Hmm. You got it then, Farrell, yeah. You do. If I was to guess, it's in this sliver here. On the hint. No, I think I'm good. I think we'll get it. I'm just looking at each person. Hi, Leo. You alright? Are there multiple paintings we need to go through as well? If so, we're fucked. There's 3 paintings? Oh, fucking Christ, eh? Thought it might be the dog, but he's fine. Everyone just looks the same. Is Andrew this wee shite here, maybe? Three paintings? Am I blind? Like, is it obvious? I'm just gonna start clicking random places to try and get. Bam, 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 bam. This feels like doing those fucking things in Ace Attorney where you're trying to like cross your eyes. We're all of a sudden fucking looking at our screens like us. I can't see it, lads. That fucking jar and that second shelf is standing out to me, hey? Literally wasn't even that time. Oh, okay. I think that book is a bit strange looking. Nope. Oh. I do not have a clue. I can't spot it. Right, I'll take a hint if there's a hint going. The actual movement throws me off as well. think that's the idea. Oh yeah, regional hunt will do, yeah. Wow. That's right. Okay. Was it my eye? Just put the picture on the left side. I'm gonna dust or something in mine. I'm with you, Leo. I can't see it. I think they've always all been fairly noticeable so far, so I assume this is as well. Like it's like a fucking drowning kid or a shark in the water. Someone clearly holding something different. Apparently it's on the left side, says Farrell. You think you've seen it? I feel silly, like I'm the only one who can't see it apparently. Narrow down more. Sure, I guess, yeah. Okay, I'll go on more. Like, in the time where it flicks between one to the next, I've forgotten what the previous one looked like. Like, the time switching is too long. These look the exact same. I see him. I think I spotted it. Nope. Nope, I was wrong. I was wrong. Back to not having a clue again. Like, no, I can't go like this. You know. I see it now. I see it. I see it. I see it. This is a tricky one. Today, a true artist. That was my earlier work. Can you spot the differences in during Gary's triptych period? Kofi. You spotted 2? The candle being... Oh. I assume this lad looking in the window is another one. Yep. Nothing on this side yet, which makes me think there's one over here. Oh, the big spire. One more. See if finds it first. Stumpers. It's always the last ones, like the bastard thing. I'm just looking for things that look off. That's generally what's in the forgeries, is just things that look out of place. Damn, that was all on. So, it's either a fourth one in the middle here or a second one for either side. I don't know which is more likely. The brain melters for Thursday night time. Okay. they meant to be like stones or like potatoes? Got a third one after this as well. You know, you think you see one and you flick back and you're like, nope. Between this and the fucking sliding puzzle, today we're getting hit hard. Yeah, we'll take a narrow down hunt. Yeah, I think fuck it's not on time one time. We're our last one, so a hint I think is fine. The middle again? Okay. I feel like it's something to do with the angel, but maybe not. Confusion has struck again. Yeah, I'm not seeing it here. Weirdly close to another one. Something to do like the fireplace, maybe? I was about to take another hunter. Done in the middle. The boy looking in the window, the weird gargoyles up here, the candle. Yeah, that's right. Table area, okay. Oh, the flower is like another flower taller in the forgery. Right, there's 4 flowers here, and this one only has 2, 3 technically. Wee small on the bottom and 2 big ones on top. Where the forgery goes on up. Jeez. I looked at the flower beforehand, but I thought it was the same. I completely looked over it. Incredible. Are you ready to see my newest piece? Oh, yo. Right. Immediately the fucking goofy eyes. Lad's face. Looking for all like where I would put them, you know. Reminds me of Tanjiro. The little heart. the fucking eyes. Okay, this is originals. This is where everything should look a bit weird. This is the forgery. Gonna be hearing this in my nightmares. You see one? Very good. I have nothing right now. We get one more, then we can start taking hits, I think. I was guessing one more of them. You see what? He's more than me, then. Up because you're immature? Time to look at all the crutches. Its head reminds me, this one with the weird eyes, reminds me of Scratch from Ice Age, but giant. This is what he morphed into after finally getting that fucking acorn. What? So one more. I'm counting the number of flowers in each thing. What's with the wee Nendroid? Like, Boken and the like bucket or something? Like it looks like it's like head down like into a well, like Boken. Now I am unsure once again then. Feel the disappointment? Good. bloody music, so. Yeah, I think I'm okay for a hint now. As in, I guess a hint is sounds good. Clothing related. Have I looking at the clothes? Nothing jumped out of me so far. I think I got it. All right. Jesus. Well, thank you for all the feedback. I can't wait to incorporate it into my next painting series. You know, I was thinking of switching over to drawing cartoons. You really convinced me to stay the course on painting and not throw my life away. Guy feels a new lease on living. Event? Right, the event. Truthfully, it's my first professional gig. Drawing the invitation and all. Pat's Ma even paid me $10 whole for it, which is $5 higher than my listed online commission prices. Gary's really moving up in the world. Anyway, friend, looks like I'll be seeing you tonight. Until then, watch yourself. Bye, Gary. So who have we left to get then? Anything more to click around here? Oh. Big Mama, come closer. Yes, let me see your face. You've made it so far to come here. And again, I've learned that everywhere you go, that's the farthest you've ever gone. Christ. I'm as old as time itself. You're not ready to yet know the depths of my being. Huh, fuck. My great-grandson, fruit of my loins, fruit on the vine. Nope. I'm here dropping the great pond of self that lives in each of us. Fear not the ripple that grows within. If it's fate to discourage you, let the cards be your guide. Okay. Wisdom comes from knowledge. To learn more, you must come closer. Sit and light the candle. Fuck, we're getting killed. Fucking hell, heater calls to smell mothballs. More oldest maid? Face your future. Oh shit. Ah, see how the flame breaks the darkness. The light provides one new perspective of the time and space in which we are granted this fleeting moment together. I will yield the cards. The future's in your hands, young reptile. Choose. That one on the right. You must be a fearless soul, but you should tread more carefully. Lie low, observe, plan. When the time is right, you're coming out. Will take everyone by surprise. A good second choice. When you're my age, you'll find comfort in randomness. It's fine to let fate guide your hand. You don't have to change. You've already outlasted the worst. Let stability be your strength. I'd say the last card's often the cruelest. Let's see. Me on weekday morning time. The time of reinforcement and rebuilding, but worry not, winter cannot last forever. What does it all mean? Nothing, perhaps. After all, you have been able to make your own destiny until now. You seem like a good egg. I hope your future is full of joy. Let an old lady give you a little something, just for taking the time to stop by for a chat. Horrifying. Get me away quick. May these words be a talisman you carry across your heart. See you. I'm fleeing. Is that us now then? I feel the only one we have to do is the shaman guy, right? But we fucked him up, so we need to do him in a third playthrough. do you think, Noodle? That's... We should have went back to the... Let's see if he's back. Didn't you say, though, you wanted to do a third playthrough? We still need all the puzzle pieces as well, so... Fueling up the trolley, and yeah, I was forgetting something. Mugs and barters, you may have just saved this old trolley's conductor's career. Yeah, we got his thing, though. As for the event, I'll be transporting most of the family there myself on the trolley to help set things up. These things take a little time, you know. I'm sure you'll see when you get there. Thanks again for all the help. Say, isn't this your stop? Come back anytime you want. There we go, got him. Well then. So we had to do another playthrough just for one character, huh? Fucking bug swatting shit, huh? No, no pieces missing. No! No! We already got him. You don't absolutely have to. I mean, we'll see. Oh, Pat in his shoes, huh? Hey, Pat. But it is more dramatic like this if you do 3. It is worth doing 3 then. Nah, he's fucked. We need to do a 3rd one then. So if we go now to the fun district and we do the family tree stuff, it's just gonna be a bunch of fucking pictures that I don't have any I don't remember who these people are. I don't remember what their relationship to each other is. I don't remember who's fucking the granny of who. I don't know. Just start somewhere. But I can't start somewhere if I don't remember who the fuck is who, you know? I need to be like making notes as we play about who's with who, but that's not fun. Like, did he have any siblings? I can't remember. So, if we find like a 2, that's probably the twins, right? Or it could be the twins and then like a 3rd. So it could be this, if they're talking to the little skittish lad, it could be either them. I remember who half these people are. What relationship did Magima even have to anyone? Are the ones that have no kids yet? That's her dad, right? Don't know if she had any siblings. Oh, they stick where they're meant to go? Okay. This old fucker at the bottom, probably. Big Mama, age BC, occupation to be unending and absolute. So the twins' parents was the ghost guy, right? Where even is Pat? There he is. I don't know. Does Pat have 2 brothers and sisters? I can't remember. I believe the muscular guy was Pat's brother, right? That's the muscular guy, right? There you go. General Lorenzo, age 21. Occupation, team captain of Trivia Night at the Bodega. He was Pat's brother, I think, right? There you go. Pat's age 24. Occupation, lovable doofus, biotech. Who was their other sibling? Do we have their ma? Did we get her? Or did she only give it to you when you complete her stuff? Are there any outliers? It's probably the fucking guy Luis from the quartet, right? Because he wasn't anyone's relationship. Oh, there's his ma. Lovely Marie, age 48. Occupation, church rummage sale cashier. Where is the outlying singing guy? Not him. I can't. Oh, which was the fucking outlier? Or this guy had some wains. So there he is. The White Widower, age dead, occupation deading. The White Widow with him. The Black Widow, sorry, White Widow. 55, occupation. Are you wearing a wire? So this is probably the twins then. Yep. Princess Valentino, age 25. Occupation, gadfly socialite. Pretty good. And her brother was where? There he is. Prince Valentino, 25. Occupation was in that one commercial. So if we're doing Skids or whatever, their wee brother. Skid Valentino, he's only 11. Aw. Help out Mrs. Johansson on Thursdays. Right, this guy has kids, so we can put him somewhere. There you go. Dad, age 49, occupation, reading newspaper, being somewhat aloof, so your girl is one of these two. Top one, maybe? Mona the Snipper, age 13, occupation, Vuvuzela Honker, local town halls. That was his granda, right? It's probably down here, yep. Good old Clancy, age 78, occupation, beloved trolley car driver. So one of the grannies probably goes to these. Who the fuck knows that person? Is this the guy that was like the friend? Or was he one of the actual people? Nope. Look at this, age 43, occupation, base. Her? Nana Rue, 77. She had a sister, didn't she? This one. I could have sworn they said they were sisters. Oh. Babyface content, 83, occupation, doddering, smelling like that. Someone on their own up there as well. She's sisters of Sus. Oh, there we go. Tall Jared, 27. Sun blocking monolith. We go there, right? Joni. Oh, I was like, what was this one here? But that's like the girlfriend, right? It was her, wasn't it? Yeah. Then Lizzie, 23. Influencer. Where's the wee skittish lad? Was he anyone's brother? There he is. Hello Giovanni. 12, occupation, puberty. Drinking lots of soda as well is the thing. They're probably way up tall. Oh, okay, that's decent. Future Aldine, 8 tween occupation, mod on age appropriate anime forum. Sorry. What the hell? Who the hell is this? Where's the actual infant? Angel Face, age 14 months, occupation, eating soft foods and soft non-foods. Who is... Oh, this is Skids' dad, right? The... Tuton Tony. Retired dad, loving life. Oh. He was the chef guy, right? The grill master. Probably her. Papoli, age 34. Bug acquisition sales, oh yeah. Who's Majima? To someone. He's on his own, yep. The knife age 33, occupation guidance counselor. I can't remember any relations to each other. Denise is one of their mum. She was only, oh, Denise and Patrice, their parents. So who's their other sibling? Is it even a child? I think this is a grown man. Don't know if it's that one. He's on his own up there, I think, right? Gary. Popular comic book conventions. Who's Wee Dweeb? Nervous. Did it? Oh, conspiracy theory YouTuber. That's the guy at the bar. Is this a woman or is this a child? That's the guy from the bar. Probably there. Probably blue eyes. Go. Maurice is his brother, so their kid has to be that one, yeah. Diamond Alice. Occupation literal child. Was that the one that was playing with the train? Well, the pancakes, right? Like Mickey. Oh, so their sibling is fucking Hippie Man's. It's the end, dear. Come back anytime. What do you see? We'll do a third playthrough now and fuck up that mini game again. Huh? What do we do now? Just like kill time? Can you even do that? Can trigger the party? How do you do that? Go and speak to them, maybe? Charlene. Ancient P? Nope. We're just traveling. Our one minigame is just like locked up. Or locked off. Catch him, did it? Go on, did he catch him? Catch him, did he? There we go, right. It's time anyway. If we fuck up this, we have to do like a fourth playthrough just for the fucking thing again. Like, I'll be mad. Hello, and pleasant evening, my good chum. I didn't mean to startle you. Oh no, I didn't mean to startle you. Not I, you. You see, it is within my very nature to skulk mysteriously around corners and the like in deaf silence. As my mother was a mysterious slipper designer, my father was mysteriously absent. Oof. Welcome back, esteemed guests. I'm afraid our kitchen is closed early for a closed event in the hotel ballroom tonight. I provided Mr. Pat with some complimentary stale oyster crackers and tap water. If you follow me, I can show you to his room. Pardon me, we'll begin walking at your leisure. What about the woman that with the goo flown out? Ah, what beautiful wallpaper we have. So rich and distracting. Just ignore it, as per usual. We've arrived. Please inform Mr. Pat he can't have any more tap waters after you knock. Hi, Pat. So glad you came back. I've just been guzzling tap waters and stress eating these funny crackers the waiter gave me. Even though I'm not going to wear them. I went and got all my shoes out anyways. I think just for the company. It's scary being alone in here. And now the event's about to begin. But me, since you're here, nothing bad will happen. Boom. This counts as something bad happening. Alright, Pat. Do you have a flashlight? I'm scared of the dark. And flashlights, but slightly less so. Hey, found one. Does it look like that one video by Alligator Queen? Hopefully with this we can make it through the corridors of the hotel to the ballroom where the event is safely. Just work really close to me, okay? We have no way of telling who or what is out in those twisty halls. Let's go, Pat. Time for me to immediately forget the direction. We're going to kind of go in the right, sort of, like, right, but... There they are again, fucking cheating her or something. Pat can't read analog clocks. Dun, 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 dun. Up we go. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, nope. Did I go up here last time, or did we avoid this way? I can't remember. We're just going a big loop, aren't we? Yeah. Just went a big loop. Oh. Yeesh. Anything up this way? I can't remember where we need to go. It's a fucking dead end again. Looks like we'll probably have a shorter third stream for this next week. What the? It's our man, say? Oh, that guy again. I wonder what that pink stuff is. Probably nothing corrosive with a hefty half-life. Until 2 AM. I have work tomorrow, Farrell. Oh, unless we do. Maybe if Noodle gives us an estimation of how long we have left. Maybe. I can't remember where to go when we get to this fucking room. Oh. No idea of work tomorrow? Yeah, I do. Unfortunately. We'll see when we get to the end here. Guys reading books in the walls. Maybe we could do a longer one. Oh. It's all the stuff we ran to yesterday. We're gone. Oh. Hey, it's the spooky cabinet. Never bought that dress from Nanaroo. The deal was just as scary as its obvious possession. Here, maybe. There you go. This shot though, the shot when he's like walking from behind Pat, we got the bone out, makes it look like his hand got cut off or something. So he's new. This is the worst party I've ever been to. It's simply dreadful, even worse than last year's. Even worse than the wrap party for the Gucci modelling shit I did. As Gucci adult-sized baby bonnets for strange alligators. Even worse than the release party where they found my ex-boyfriend, the house music DJ, run through with a claymore. I for sure wasn't anywhere near there, of course, but how awful. Simply dreadful. And they learn from the best. Here's this. On my way over, I passed that abandoned Miss Hopeldum's home for spooky 1800 kids with coughs. And wouldn't you know it, my phone stopped working again. All that now is saying, ring around the rosy in a slow, haunting manner and try to order a stick. I hope with my credit card. Okay. Thanks to you, I got into the community college's liberal arts program. I can't wait to disappoint my parents in untold ways. Oof. Hey. Much gratitude for the help earlier, young'un. Thanks to you, the only doghouse I'm sleeping in these days is a metaphorical one. It's made of 2 twin beds pushed the opposite side of the room. Everybody come up there. Ruff. Huh? Yeah, party. Sure, whatever. Very happy looking. Hey, it's you, Comrade Pinstripes. Good news, pre-orders on my blog for the design are already through the roof. Since 5 copies are already spoken for, I'm sure to sell out of all 7 by the end of the convention. With the word getting out like this, we'll def get our mayor about Finn's resignation within the week. What do you say when I take my position about planting more trees in Alligator Memorial Park more seriously? He better, or those edited videos of him set to humorous fart sounds and kazoo music aren't going to stop being posted to Snootbook. Hold your local government accountable, or they'll get a memeing. Boris. Alright, you can look at my card, but don't go around telling everyone you meet about it, or kibish. If they knew I let you look at my cards, every girly Louie and Bobby Woozadoo will be coming over here trying to get a peep. Don't let the greater public mass look at my cards. I knew I saw something special in you, but your time is not yet over. Do what you must, but must you do? There's still a chance to set things right. Bobby Blue Eyes. Tell them what you saw earlier now. Break your kneecaps in enough pieces that the old maids can play mahjong. Oh god, mahjong flashbacks. And thanks. Mahjong. Hey, thanks for earlier. I ended up cancelling that date, but not because I was nervous anymore. I was actually kind of wondering if, you were free? You know, maybe we could go to a real restaurant, or like, roll some hot dog buns at Fat Seagulls down at Alligator Coney Island. No pressure. Date Majima, let's go. I'm gonna lose my party discounts being up this late. To take a hard look at your benefits if you do too much staying up past 8 or rollerblading. I'm not giving up my Tuesdays at Roller World. Yeah, Majima, hey? Let's go. I'm so happy. I wasn't getting rubbed out. I was getting birthday clout. So nice to have my beloved family here with me. We're going to take a big family photo and everything. That means you too, if that's okay. Everything you did for me today, it really meant so much to me. You're a really special friend. I can't thank you enough. Oh, come on. Everything is ready for the photo. Except for you. Follow me. There you go. Oh, the picture's getting a bit more crowded now. Really? Just missing hippie mans then? Fucked it all up for us then. Pat! No! Not the boy. So dear Pap was right. His life was in danger, though here on this night, not from family, but stranger. This is how it ends, with birthday boy gone splat. You may still make amends, and you may yet still save Pat. Well, now we need to go get Funky Mans and see what the last thing is. And we were kind of gangster looking, with the pinstripe suit and everything. But Pat's so innocent. He's just a kid. Like he's like, what was he like? No, he's like early 20s, right? It doesn't make it any better. Our therapist. Hey, is that Aaron Hansen? My man's Ego Raptor? What did Aaron Hansen do in this? Bob's nap time? What the fuck is Bob's nap time? Let me go again. Oh, apparently you can run into the fucking Game Grumps on the on the train. You came back again? Oh, I'm sorry, Pat. Why are they in every game? Well, Aaron's name was in the credits, so I was kind of assuming like, what's their association with us? I was hoping we were gonna get them. Did I fuck us up again, man? I'm gonna be really mad. Did you find out how they trigger that thing, by the way, Noodle? No? Hey, man, you got any change of novelty tie-dye apparel? Right. Let's go. That's a skip, okay. Right. Let's get these fucking flies away. Time to fuck it up again. Oh, someone getting their cheeks clapped. He's charging up the Geo Crystal. Oh. It's fucking picking up. Fuck off. Fucking stressed. Fuck. Okay, we got it. Thank God. Hello, my star child. Through crystal channeling and staying modestly hydrated like advised on social medias, I've been able to reach my most powerful form. There we go. I got him. I'm still the Aiden you've known and adored for so long. But a new, more powerful Aiden. Yeah, we're gonna put him in the tree, yeah. A Payden, as it were. Like, I haven't been paid in weeks, I'm so hungry. Ah, just kidding. I don't feel the humans ever fit in my new astral mood. Did you just hear an ice cream truck? Oh, for no reason. I just like the song the truck plays. It's a real bop. No, I'm not crying. I can tell you a bit about the event now, since I'm a being of pure energy and knowledge given form. But also a being that's, like, extremely good at keeping secrets, man. What little I can tell you is concerned Pat for a certain reason. That's really all I can say. I don't want Lizzie to get too mad at me for spilling the beans. She got those angry little sister hands. Okay, there's some telling that Lizard is a sister then as well. Even beings of pure, peaceful energy are averse to tiny sister punches. Thank you again for your spiritual guidance. What you have done here today will not soon be forgotten, at least not for the 45 minutes of short-term memory I have. Hey, did you hear an ice cream truck? Oh yeah, that's right, Bub's the butler, his name. Yeah. Where's Igor after? I want to see him. Maybe we'll take a few more train journeys because he's probably the last ones. Just see if we can encounter the Game Grumps. There you go. Aiden, age 29, occupation stinky alley man and part-time dumpster diver. Is that it? Oh, you got everyone. How wonderful. Yeah, when you hear your family. It's so rare I get to see all these faces in one place without some kind of casket involved. You did an amazing job. I'm so proud of your friends, my Patrick. Thank you again. See you tonight. Oh. Right. I should take a few trips and we'll leave out people watching. Yes. Oh, they're just playing with your cards. I'm sorry, Pat. I'm sorry. B. It was us all along, huh? We were the monsters. Read his messages. I mean, I kind of skimmed them. I feel like I recognize this person. You gotta scroll? Oh, okay. Well, bit late now. Maybe we'll see the last one. Sure, we'll spend enough time that he'll text again. How about that? Jesus. Frightened child. I just want to try and get the Game Grumps. This guy's still here. The kid got very old very quick. Go in. Come on. It's like I'm playing gacha. But the train's the gacha. Alright, lad. Alligator Pog. Damn. I don't think we're gonna get lucky. Bugger time. Not gonna find them. Here we go. Hello, Bob. Hello, esteemed guest. How can I help you? Nap until the event. Yes. Yes, Bob, we shall. You'd like to reserve a room until the event tonight? Of course. We have several units available that could suit even the most discerning alligator's many sleepy time tests. And many sleepy time teas as well, should you require a little extra help on your journey to Snooze City. Yes, jeez. Sleep. Oh, yeah. It's funny you said the gloves. I'm only really noticing them now. Ooh. Let's go. Come on, Bob, let's go. Very distracting wallpaper. Alright. They are very much killing gloves. Oh. Wee Pat time. I'm sorry, lad. You trusted me. I don't want to kill Pat time. Maybe we're pushing Pat off into like... Didn't they say they were getting a really big cake or something? It's to be on like a cake or like a pool or a trampoline or something or a bouncy castle. I put my money in. Hey, that's it. Or else we just jump cut to the ground. He's just lying in a fucking mangled heap. Cake's inside though. How about a bigger cake though? Well, we'll soon see if he's all fucked and mangled at the bottom of the ledge. Fucking loop again. Oh, that guy again. Nothing cheering. Oh. God. Ah, self-examination. Don't I got? Cheating hers. Okay, again. Here again. The clock. Back around our loop, are we? Yep. How doth we escape? Don't think it was down. Oh, was it? No, it's all this shit. Is there anything down here? I think it's just on a loop. I'm only verbally narrating. I really don't know where to go. There it is. Alright, Pat. Here we go. Right, Farrell, what's the money? Is Pat dead? Is Pat being pushed into a bigger surprise? Bouncy Castle, okay. Who do we get? Weird Juju Man. Sorry, where is he? Oh, he is. Hello, Star Child. May interest you in a flyer for my upcoming crystal yoga class? We're going to stand on our heads and really give it to some quartz. Also going to be free pizza in the dumpster outside Italian Tony's cheese circles, like Bellissimo or whatever. The fly following him. Alright, Pat, here we go, I guess. I'm so happy. I wasn't getting rubbed out. I was getting birthday clout. So nice to have my beloved family here with me. We're going to take a big fat vote at everything. That means you too, if that's okay. Everything you did for me today, it really meant so much to me. You're a really special friend. I can't thank you enough. But come on, everything is ready for the photo. Except for you. Follow me. Just kill me instead. I volunteer, Chef Yad. Hey, we all in. There he is at the back. Oh. I can't do it. I can't do it, Pat. Next morning, Pat invites you to his house for tea. Oh, I can't believe you were a hitman that had a change of heart at the last second and pulled me up safety. I especially can't believe I accidentally hired my own hitman to kill me on my birthday. Now you're here at my house for tea. But an increasingly large pool of unlikely circumstances is congregating. Really though, you won't believe how this all happened. It was just last week when I made that fateful phone call. I'm the one guy who can kill any guys you need. Call me for murder, help, leave a detailed description of who you want me, rub out. I am ill, guys need me, or someone said. I am ill, guys need me help, leave a detailed description of who he is. Oh my gosh, that's the help. There's the train poster again. Bachelor of Alligator Sciences. Hi, Pat is 4 feet tall with 2 actual feet. Cool hat, great bandana from Alligator, New York City. Birthday on the 16th. Hope you feel better. I love you. Bye. No. That's why I can't believe I was the one who hired you. I guess it serves me right. Always being scared of someone to get me. Really the only one to get me in the end was me. Well, that's like Super Mondo deep. I definitely gotta tell Dr. Dipple Snoot about this breakthrough next Tuesday. Anyways, all I can say is cheese and crackers. I'm glad you have a heart of gold in there. And arms of gold. Wish we to save a falling alligator. Oh, hey Remy. This is the hitman I accidentally hired to rub me out. Can you believe I did that? It's not hard to believe. It was you all along. Your brain is like a sieve, and you're kind of a ding-dong. I hope you like meeting my whole family. You did so much for all of them. I bet they'll want to throw you a surprise party next time. Hey, I know. Would you guys want to take a quick photo together? This has been the most stressful birthday I've ever had, and I want to remember that stress forever. And probably will in therapy. Oh, look at us, all friends, all not getting rubbed out or hiding in their favorite hotel rooms. So ends our tale at the hotel, with friendship nothing greater. And so I bid you farewell, and see you later, Alligator. Mandy, you said it! You said the thing! I said the thing! Ah! Ah! Ho 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 ho. Ho 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 ho. Ho ho ho. Ah, great, super good. Hey! It's me! The end. We did it. You can go outside now. No! It's nighttime. That was fun. Jammers. Do, 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 do. There he is. Jojo. Well, that was see later alligator. That was later alligator. That was good fun. Thank you again, Noodle, for supplying the game. Hope you enjoyed this little 2-stream game. We haven't had one of these since Limbo, I think. The Yakuza stuff was probably the best part of this stream. So speaking of Yakuza, we're continuing Yakuza 5 tomorrow, and in this slot next week, we're starting Mass Effect 1, which I'm excited about. So come back for that. So have a lovely night. I'll see you all later. Thanks for watching the longer stream. Have a good night. Bye bye. See you.